Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome to my channel. My name is Remy and I make videos from Lagos, Nigeria. So my children have this long list of things they want me to make for them this holiday, and donut happens to be one of them. So a few days ago, I made this very delicious, soft, just like pillow donuts for the boys, which they absolutely enjoyed. I recorded the process, which is what I'm about to share with you. The list of ingredients with their measurement will be in the description box, so let's go. I will be using 3.5 cups of flour which has been sifted. I have here 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of margarine. This is the margarine I'm using. You can also use butter, it doesn't have to be this one. I have here a tablespoon of yeast and I'm using instant yeast. This particular brand is what I poured in the measuring spoon. I have sugar here. Like I said, I'm going to put the list of ingredients in the description box. And also very important, you have to have measuring cups and measuring spoons if you're going to be doing pastries, anything baking and pastries generally like this. So in a bowl, I'm going to transfer the sifted flour, 3.5 cups like I said, followed by sugar, followed by a tablespoon of yeast. Everything will be listed in the description box, and you also want to make sure that you measure just to the level of the spoon, not heap full. And I have here salt, just half a teaspoon of salt. I am going to combine these, just stir everything, all the dry ingredients, put it together like I am doing just now. If you're new to this channel, I am glad you stopped by to watch this video, and I hope that you will stay by clicking that subscribe button to join us. I tell you, it is going to be worth your time here. After mixing the dry ingredients, I added 2 eggs and I will follow that with half a cup of warm water. Important, I am using warm water, and this is half a measuring cup, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do half cup and quarter of a cup. But I'll go in with the half cup first, mix it in before I introduce the quarter cup. At this point, I will add the remaining quarter cup of warm water. Then I'll work it in. It is best to add water in bits just so that you don't end up with a dough that is too runny or too soft. So I will work it in. Don't be tempted. As it looks now, it looks like the water is not going to be enough. But I tell you, the water is just right. At least that's what I used, throughout. I didn't have to add any more. At this point, the dough had come together, so I added the 2 tablespoons of margarine, which I'm going to patiently work into the dough. Please, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button. Please, it's like a gift. When you like my videos, it tells YouTube that the video is good and they are able to recommend it to other people, and this is how the channel grows. Thank you. So I had to remove the dough from the bowl and transfer it onto this flat surface so I can knead very well. I had to do this for about 15 to 20 minutes until it was very stretchy. This process is very important. To know if the dough is well kneaded, just tap it down with a finger, and if it springs back up, you know that the dough is ready. Now that I have the dough ready, I will prepare this parchment paper, cut it into squares. I am proofing this dough just once. So I'll cut the parchment paper into squares so that I can put each dough on each square shaped parchment paper after cutting. I don't think you need a ruler or any serious measurement to start cutting this. I just gauge with my eyes and then I cut what I think will be wide enough to take each dough. In the absence of a parchment paper, you can just flour a flat surface and place the dough on it when you're ready. Alright, so the parchment papers are ready, and I think this should be wide enough to take each dough. So I'm just going to eyeball this cutting that I want to do. I don't have a scale I would have measured, but I'm just going to gently flatten out the dough and cut into 2 first, and I'll cut each side into about 4 or 5. This second half looks a bit larger, so I might do 5 from this. Anyway, just try to cut eyeball if you don't have a scale. If you do have a scale, you can do like 100 gram, for it. And this is what I have. I want to think this is close to equal sizes. So to make this into the nice donut ball, I'm going to gently flatten out each of the dough and then tuck in from the sides, just like you want to make bread, but you want to also try to make this as round as possible. So I pinched at the bottom just to make sure that I close up any opening there, and then with my hand I'm just going to gently roll it around, making sure that I have something close to circle, and I think that looked good. And on the parchment paper which I have placed on the oven tray, I'm going to place each each donut that I have made on each parchment paper. So each one is just sits individually on a parchment paper. And to show you again how I made this, I flattened it out and then gently tuck in the sides and making sure that I close it up very well at the bottom like that. And then I turn it over and start to just roll it round, just like you're seeing me do now. It's really easy. If you try the first one, if it doesn't come out as great as you like, by the time you do the second and third, you will see that they look good, just like I think I have here too. So I'm going to just place everything on the parchment paper. Now that everything is ready, I'll cover with a napkin and keep in a warm area for about 40 minutes. 40 minutes later, this is what I have. It looks so good, but look at those ones. They have joined themselves together, so try to space them out when you're making yours. I'm just going to use a knife to cut that to make sure that I don't distort the shape. In a pan, I'm going to heat up some vegetable oil. You need a lot of oil for this. They have to be floating on the oil. To test if the oil is hot enough, just dip a skewer in the oil, and if nothing is happening, you know that it's not hot enough. But when you dip it like this and you start to see tiny bubbles coming up like you're seeing right now, then it means that the oil is ready. And so now we can go in with the donuts. Don't worry about trying to pull out the parchment paper from the donut. Just drop them in the oil, and by the time this side cooks and I flip to cook the other side, you will see how easily the parchment papers will come off. Very important tip to note is that I'm cooking these on low heat. As you can see, there's no bubble, everything is just gentle. So try as much as you can to do this on very low heat. So one side is cooked thoroughly, as you can see, so I flipped to cook the other side, and just like magic, the parchment paper will just easily lift off the donut, which I can just remove very easily. And oh, I love the perfect white ring in the middle of donut. Absolutely beautiful. So if you want to achieve that, make sure that you use a lot of oil so the donut can float on top, and also make sure to fry on low heat. Now look at that. Look at this. They look so good. The children really enjoyed this, and they have even asked me when next I'm making another batch. Please try this recipe and let me know what you think about it. I am very positive that you're going to get it right. The ingredient list and measurement is listed already in the description box, so please use that and let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer them. These donuts don't just look good, they're soft, just like pillow. Look at it now. Please try this recipe. Don't forget to give me a like, leave me a nice comment, and subscribe if you have not. I will see you again with another one. Bye bye.